On this episode of On Our Campus, a coach is going the extra mile to make a difference.
He works us really hard. He doesn't really take anything easy, but I really like that because it shouldn't be easy when you're playing sports. It should always be a competition, and he really creates an environment like that.
Plus, one team talks about how their relationship goes further than the court.
Just being around him every single day, that's going to be hard to go off to college and not have our Coach McLeod wisdom for the day. Because we see him every single morning out here at the tennis courts, and we just come and talk to him before we go into school.
Also, we get an inside look at band's journey to state.
I think we've started to actually take what we've learned from the summer and put it out onto the field, which is really what we needed to do, and it's really helped us and benefited us more than we could ever imagine.
All of that and more coming up on this episode of On Our Campus.
Welcome to On Our Campus, where we tell you what's going on at Arkansas High. I'm Allie Edwards.
And I'm Amaya Sutton. Now for our top story. Being around different sports teams, you might hear the word family a lot, but for one particular team on campus, that word means more. Reporter Bella Summerson tells us why.
Being a part of a family doesn't mean that you have to be related by blood. The bond between Arkansas High School's coach and tennis team displays their family relation.
Before we start playing, before practices start, we'll just have normal conversation with him. He'll bring up stories from his childhood, or just when he was in college or whatnot, and he'll tell us theme behind the story, I guess, and how we should use that in our daily lives.
Just being around him every single day, that's going to be hard to go off to college and not have our Coach McLeod wisdom for the day. Because we see him every single morning out here at the tennis courts, and we just come and talk to him before we go into school.
There's more to being a coach than just teaching students how to play a sport. Advising and communicating with them is a beneficial role.
I like to know about them. I like to ask them what they like, and of course it's not that hard, especially this group of boys. They're so vocal, but they talk about stuff, and then for me, my perspective is I just have to listen and just pick up on the things that they're into, and staying invested and interested in what they get into.
Getting through difficult times alone is challenging, and McLeod understands that.
Between my sophomore and junior year, I really just wanted to quit. I just was in such a low place. Coach McLeod could even tell it. I just didn't want to play tennis anymore. I wasn't happy with it. But every single day, he'd just come up to me and talk to me one-on-one and just be like, it's going to get better. And it did end up getting better, and I thank Coach McLeod for that.
This year's going to hit. It's going to hit hard. This is going to hurt. This was going to be a little bit of a Horcrux for me.
Even with graduation, everyone still plans on staying in touch and has done so before.
Once they graduate, I'll still follow up with them. I was messaging a girl the other day that was on my team 5 or 6 years ago, just catching up, figuring out what she was doing, and that's something that I enjoy.
Reporting for Razorback TV, I'm Isabella Summerson.
Building a program is not easy, but one coach on campus is doing his part to make sure his students are succeeding not only on the court, but in the classroom. Kendra Jones tells us more.
For the past several years, the Arkansas High Volleyball program has had challenging seasons. Third-year head varsity coach Jacob McLeod is trying to change that. Despite previous struggling seasons, Coach McLeod has spent the last 3 years developing his athletes' skills.
He works us really hard. He doesn't really take anything easy, but I really like that because it shouldn't be easy when you're playing sports. It should always be a competition, and he really creates an environment like that.
McLeod makes sure his team understands what they need to do to succeed.
He was straightforward about what I was doing wrong and how I was doing it wrong, and nobody really has done that. He's actually going to teach you instead of just telling you how to do it.
While the performance on the court matters, the performance in the classroom matters more.
You're a student athlete, so that's why we put an emphasis on grades and doing well in the classroom, and which we had good GPAs this year, so I was very happy. But student athletes, the student part comes first.
On top of everything, McLeod is teaching his athletes valuable life lessons.
You have to work with the people that you're playing with or being on the team with. Say for instance job managing, you have to come together as a team to make the job better.
Although the Ladyback team has had rough seasons, the future is bright. For Razorback TV, I'm Kendra Jones.
For our next segment, we send Lainey Loomis to the hallways of Arkansas High to find out who our staff and students would have play them in a movie. Here is Lainey Loomis with What's Trending.
I'm Lainey Loomis, this is What's Trending, and today we're going to be asking people who they would want to play them if a Hollywood movie was made about them. Okay, who am I here with?
Coach Tyler Pascal.
And if Hollywood made a movie about your life, who would you want to play you?
Ooh, great question. Denzel Washington.
Why?
Because he's like the best actor ever.
Okay.
And we look alike.
Okay, who am I here with? Alexandra. Nevaeh. And if Hollywood made a movie about you, who would you want to play you?
Oh. I don't know.
Xochitl Gomez.
That's who. I don't know. Will Ferrell.
Wonderful. I think you guys look exactly alike. Thank you, Nevaeh and Alex. So, who am I here with?
Coach Banks.
And who would you, if Hollywood was to make a movie about you, who would you want to play you?
Ooh. Denzel.
You're the second person to say that.
Yeah, because I feel like me and Denzel really resemble a lot, and we share a lot of the same characteristics. That's my guy. Yeah, that's my guy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, who am I here with?
Miss Ferris.
And if Hollywood was to make a movie about you, who would you want to play you?
Kate McKinnon.
Is there any reason why?
Because we're both weird.
Wonderful.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ferris. So, who am I here with?
Clayton Beatty.
And if Hollywood was to make a movie about you, who would you want to play you?
Ryan Reynolds.
Why?
Because he's so hot. I mean, come on.
Okay, thanks. Who am I here with?
Rodney. Mike Warren.
And if Hollywood was to make a movie about you, who would you want to play you?
Kevin Hart. Michael B. Jordan.
Thank you.
I think I'd want Rachel McAdams to play me in a movie if I had to choose.
Yeah, if I had to choose, I think I'd probably choose Jennifer Lawrence.
Arkansas High's band has had 3 band directors in 3 years, but still have found a way to be superior. Razorback TV reporter Chloe Jackson tells us how.
Arkansas High School Band hosted the 2023 All-Region Assessment Competition. This challenging contest determines which bands are state-bound.
The band had many practices in order to be well prepared for their assessment. Drum major Grayson Noren shares his opinion on the band's improvement.
I think we've started to actually take what we've learned from the summer and put it out onto the field, which is really what we needed to do, and it's really helped us and benefited us more than we could ever imagine.
The band received a 1 on their assessment, making them eligible for state. Trumpet section leader Isaiah Ivey shares how he thinks his solo is going to go at state.
I feel like my solo at state's going to go good. I mean, I know obviously I'm going to be a little bit nervous, but I think I perform better when I'm nervous.
Seniors play a very crucial role in the band. Senior Corey Cheatham talks about the improvement in band over the years.
I feel like overall there's been a lot of improvement, especially from previous years. A lot more organized, a lot smoother, I would say.
And for Razorback TV, I'm Chloe Jackson.
According to NCAA.org, 7.3% of high school athletes get the opportunity to play in college. We get a look at one athlete who is taking the first steps to doing just that. Here's Razorback TV reporter Jules Smart with more.
Playing sports at the collegiate level is a goal for a lot of high school athletes. Senior Ryan Wardlaw is now achieving this goal, signing to Henderson State to pursue his baseball career. Ryan's parents always wanted to support him through the years, making sure he got all the possibilities to help him accomplish his goals.
He started playing baseball when he was 4, and he's played league ball and travel ball, and we have never not given him an opportunity to succeed.
With that, Ryan has no doubt about Coach Wilson or his other coaches and their capability to prepare him for this level of competition.
They've pushed me hard, and got me a lot of reps and stuff like that. Made me feel and play against better, players and teams and stuff. So I feel really confident in my coach's ability of getting me ready for the college level, though.
Whether it's on the tennis court or on the diamond, he always gives his best effort. He has a positive attitude. He works hard.
He had Tommy John surgery the year before I was hired here, and so he was obviously extremely dedicated in getting on his recovery back.
Besides his athleticism, Ryan is a supportive team player and always makes sure to keep his teammates in line.
Ryan's one of the best teammates I've played with. I played with him almost all my life, and he's always been a leader on the field. He always tries to make someone better. Even if it's not making him better, he'll always try to make someone better and help them if they're struggling.
Some advice for high school athletes like Ryan who want to play at the next level.
Just give it your all. You never know what might happen, so just do your best.
For Razorback TV, I'm Jewel Smart.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thank you to reporters Kendra, Bella, Lainey, Chloe, and Jewel.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Razorback TV and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Razorback TV Live. For On Our Campus, I'm Amaya Sutton.
And I'm Allie Edwards. Have a great day, Hogs.